As a radiologist, we are very often the first people to recognize that someone does have cancer. And while it may be just another work day for those of us here, that may be the patient's worst day of their life. You know, the entire team at Mercy is really there for the patient, helping them through the process, you know, encouraging them, and really reiterating the fact to them that they're not going to walk this path alone. And the really unique thing about Wine Women in Shoes is that money stays local to the women of this community and know that it is truly making a difference in their day-to-day life. I am just so grateful to be one small part in a very large team and lets them know that they are never going to walk alone.
My name is Patrice Shacko. So in December of 2024, I had an MRI. The results came back in January, the early part of January of 2025. When it was sent off for pathology and it came back and it was diagnosed as a grade 3 tumor, which is cancerous, with a prognosis at that time of 5 years. I was at work the day that the message was delivered to me of the terminal diagnosis. And I was sitting at my desk, and it was like a feeling of numbness that just came over me from my feet all the way up. He said, "I know this is not easy. I'm sorry I have to tell this to you." The diagnosis was given in September. And I started radiation immediately. I think within 2 weeks, I was scheduled for 35 rounds of radiation. And I went through that at Mercy Medical Center. Very thankful for the staff, the entire radiation team, Dr. Walsh, staff members. They were all amazing. I continued to try to work. I think it was me feeling that I needed to continue to contribute, you know, so my husband would take me to radiation. I would get the radiation and then he would drive me to work until I got to the 20th treatment and I just couldn't go anymore.
Unfortunately, cancer is a very complicated disease and it impacts every area of a person's life. For a woman like Patrice, it's going to impact everything: her work, her family, her financial situation, her emotional situation. And that's where we can really be helpful. At Mercy, we're really focused on helping a woman overcome as many of those barriers as is possible. But we want to do that not only to give them the best chance to survive, but the chance to really thrive. And that's where these dollars and the awareness that is spread by Wine Women in Shoes is so impactful. So when a woman goes through a cancer experience here at Cleveland Clinic Mercy Hospital, they have an entire community behind them. We're all here. We're all here in your corner. So you never walk alone.
So I went to an appointment and she said, "Well, I'm going to go get Denise." I had never met Denise. She came in with a stack of resources. Denise said, "Our job is to take the burden off of you so you can get healthy." The medical bills that started to pile up, you know, you've got 9 or 10 doctors that you're going to see. And Denise explained to me, you go and, you know, you do this and you call this person. She laid it out in steps 1, 2, 3. This is what you do. She set all of these up for all of the actions. When we first went to the Cleveland Clinic campus and we pulled up, and I thought, this place is really big. But as you narrow it down, whether you're going to Cleveland Clinic, main campus, whether you're going to Cleveland Clinic, Stark County campus, the commonality of all of that is the care that they have for the people. But one thing that we know for sure is that we are not walking alone. We're not, and that's why I'm grateful.
A cancer diagnosis changes everything. For many women, it begins with one of the most difficult journeys of their lives, physically, emotionally, and personally. And I'm proud to be part of the Cleveland Clinic health system that brings together multidisciplinary specialists to deliver that care. I am very honored to be here today as a sole man for Wine, Women, and Shoes 2026 and supporting this very worthy cause. No woman should face cancer alone. Our goal is to surround every patient with the care, resources, and compassion they need at every step of their journey. I personally thank each of you here today. Because of your caring and generosity, our promise is simple. No woman facing a cancer diagnosis will ever walk alone.